you can never hide away from the consequences of what you have caused yourself. And so we are using the voice of Biafra to tell you that you should repent now, that you still have time. Tomorrow may be late, too late for you. And so the oracle, this is the warning and this is advice I have for such individual or a group that are responsible for the plantation of that bomb. Thank you, the oracle.
Thank you very, very much, Uchenna Okeke, for that wonderful contribution. We are telling our people that the crime you commit against humanity, where every day you go, you shall lift it, you shall carry it as a burden. If you are in doubt, go and ask the tortoise, where every day it goes, it carries its burden in the name of its house. And this thing constitutes to its slow movement all the time. Look at the tortoise. The tortoise thought that it is very, very wise. Now, the house it carries up and down is a burden to it, and this thing hinders its forward movement. Those of you who planted this bomb in Biafra land, you shall carry the burden of this atrocity till infinity. Mark my words. For you to have wished your fellow human beings to die like that, that is the height of wickedness. Mark it, take it or leave it. You shall never go unpunished. We are saying that the problem with the average Igbo man is ego, self-ego. That is a problem. Everybody knows the best. Nobody wants to learn. In Igbo land, everybody wants to be a leader. Everybody wants to be a commander. Nobody wants to be a follower. Nobody likes listening to the other. Everybody must like whatever they say is what people must take. It doesn't happen like that all the time. Ego, self-ego is the problem of the Igbo man, and that is a mark of absurdity. It is this self-ego that is hindering our forward movement. Nobody wants to learn from another. If somebody has said something, unless you say your own, you wouldn't think that you are being noticed. What is the problem with our people? Look at the Biafra agitation group that was founded by Chief Dr. Afo Wazirike, when everybody was afraid of even whispering the name Biafra, even in the dark. Now he opened the floodgate. Everybody is now putting on Greek courage. From Mazop, other offshoots are there, claiming to be fighting for Biafra, when indeed they are not fighting for Biafra. They accused Mazop of being very slow in achieving Biafra. And they promised Biafra immediately. Immediate Biafra. What I have always described as open sesame Biafra. They promised immediate Biafra 2014, 2015, 2016. At a point, instead of giving us 1 year interval, for them to get followership, they said in 3 months' time, Biafra must come. Whither now is fled that visionary gleam? Where is it now, the glory and the dream? Our people continue to believe trash and nonsense. Nobody questions. How could people be deceiving their followers just because they want to make a mark and remain relevant? In the course of trying to promise us immediate Biafra, many of our young able-bodied youth perished. And today, they are decaying underneath the surface of the earth. Whatever remains of them has become a memorial. Who is now suffering it? The survivors, the families. Why do we keep on telling our people lies and luring them to untimely death? My people, think of Christ. Whenever anybody cries, no matter the language you speak, you will understand the meaning of Christ. It is a universal language. Once anybody is shedding tears, whether you understand the person's language or not, you must surely know that the person is suffering some ailments. What does it take you to see your fellow human beings cry? What does it take you to see other people suffering? Not so long ago, precisely on the 14th of September this year, it was a Holocaust, a harvest of blood at Afaruku. Many people lost their lives. Today, what has become of those people? Their families are suffering now. Their children are now suffering. No father, nobody to defend them. The breadwinners taken away from them. Despite all these things, some people still want to follow the same wicked footsteps to create tragedy in our midst. What do you stand to benefit? Because you want to prove right. Because you want to tell your sheepish followers that whatever you say is what will happen in Biafra land. Never. It's never so. Whatever you sow, that you shall reap. If you planted this bomb at Onitsha North, take it or leave it. Bomb shall wait for you where every day you, your children, and your children's children, till the following generations will perish. You must never escape it. It's going to be a chain reaction from father to son, and from son to grandchildren. There will be no end to it. Because you have planted it, you must continue to harvest it, whether you like it or not. Let it be a warning to our people. We are tired of this nonsense. We want to prove a point. What is the problem with the Igbo person? When you say something, unless they're the ones that said it, they will not listen. And they ask, who are you? Who is your father? Why such questions? Who are you? Who is your father? Must you know his father? Must you know who the person is before you believe in him? These are the people who must enter the vehicle by considering what is written on it. You don't know, and you don't need to know who the person or his father is before you believe in the message. We must stand hands akimbo and begin to wonder what is wrong with us. This problem is inherent in Biafra land, in Igbo land to be specific, and this is what constitutes our hindrances. Year in, year out, we continue to pray to divine providence to give us Biafra. When the good ones are fighting, praying day in, day out for God to be with us and give us Biafra immediately, the evil ones are there planting thorns on our paths. How do you think that God in his infinite mercy and wisdom will grant you freedom when you don't want freedom for other people? Others can do better, only you can do better. And you form your own group, deceiving people. Today, where are you? What is happening? We are telling our people that it's high time we buried the hatchet. Let our people come together, hold a talk, a conference. Let us iron out our differences and come to agreement. Let us speak with common voice and tell our dictators that we have come home to be like the brothers and the sisters we are. Take a look at what happened in Palestine a few weeks ago, where the age-old enemies, the Fatah and the Hamas, buried the hatchet and came in and had a handshake and say, we are children of the same Palestinian Authority. There is no need to be creating tension because of our individual and collective differences. Let us bury the hatchet. Let us share olive branch for the interest of Palestine and Palestinians. When this happens, a people, a nation moves forward, but not so in the case of Biafra land. Every day and all day long, mushroom agitating groups continue to surface, each of them in turn trying to make a man. At the end of the day, only ridiculous quantity trying to create negative expression before the international community. What is wrong with our people? Nobody wants to understand from another person. Nobody wants to learn from another person. Nobody wants to be a follower. Everybody must be a leader. If everybody is a leader, I ask, who is going to follow you? Don't use Biafra to make money. Don't use Biafra to enrich yourself or to deceive people. Don't say because of Biafra you dupe our intelligence. Don't say because of Biafra you create problem in our own individual sensibilities. Biafra, they say, and it is true, is spirit, the fourth, God's fourth kingdom on earth. Anything you do against Biafra, take it or leave it. It is there for you and waiting for you manifold. Back to Lagos, where Ume Maslenus is. Ume Maslenus, what do you have to say?
Thank you, Oracle. It seems tonight I just want to disrupt our broadcast. I didn't work for it. We will definitely broadcast. People will hear us. Concerning the latest happening in Anisha, not to be precise, the border. Yes, before today, some weeks ago, we made our people to understand the moment we got this information when they were still getting it. When the action of today was under incubation, we got the information and we let our people understand this is what these people are planning, so we have to be aware. Maybe they thought we were just saying what we are not sure of. But you know, one thing with bim-massob families and vobi, the voice of Biafra International, not say what we are not sure of, we say that we are sure of. We got the information, we verified it, and we discovered that it was the truth. And we decided to enlighten our people concerning it. And today, they have proved what we told our people to be right. I thank God, even if they are not responsible for it, so long as this has always been part of their plans, and in their utterance, they've always been making reference to such acts. Because when you keep telling people if you come out to vote, whatever happens to you, you bear the consequences. What are you insinuating? Which means you have plans to harm lives if they should violate your own order to go out to vote. So my brother, I don't know. People claim to love Biafra. People claim to be agitating for Biafra. Yet, they don't show that love. They don't practice that love. I don't know what comes to their mind each time they join us to say Biafra. I don't know if they believe that they can hide their evil acts and plots from spirit. They can hide it from human, but they cannot hide it from spirit. And so long as they have heard from us and believed that Biafra is spirit, they cannot get away with this evil act. Whatever they sow, that they must reap, like you rightly said. That they must reap. But I'm not surprised anyway because they are acting the script they were asked to act. This was exactly what they were paid to do. But it's very, very unfortunate that the gullible youths that are on the street, who may have been the ones that were given this things to go and deliver, they never knew what the plans were all about. In their mind, they will just think that it is only to scare people away from going out to cast their food in order to maintain their street and home order. But it didn't end at that. They were paid to cause confusion in Biafra land, even when we must have a madness of intention. That they will continue to create confusion, that our enemy will begin to laugh at us. Say, look at you. We told you that you cannot even govern yourself. You said you can govern yourself. Look at what is happening to you now. These were just the plan, the long-run plan. But these people, they didn't understand it. They presented Biafra to them. Told them you are agitating for Biafra. But in all honesty, what all their actions and practice, the evil they implanted in them is totally against Biafra and Biafrans. But gradually, as they continue to hash out these plans, our people will continue to understand. And that is when they will then judge for themselves who are the true lovers of Biafra, who are the true people that fought for Biafra, who are the true people that have their interest at heart. Not about making noise up and down, not about going from here to there, claiming what you cannot do. It's not that. It's not that. As all these things are happening, my prayer is just for our people to begin to understand and begin to ask the necessary questions. Because this has always been my advice to them. At every moment, in every situation, try to know the necessary questions to ask. If this person tells you that he loves you more than any other person, ask him, how can you prove this love? You are fighting to get Biafra from me. But all these Garagrati, and all the rest of them, are they to our own interest? These are the questions that our people need to ask. Somebody said of through non-violence. And we said that no, the person has been wasting time for the past 15 years without achieving anything. That with violence you will get it. Now, when you try to be violent and the arms of the law try to hold you, you begin to hide under non-violence and begin to claim to be non-violence. But in all their plots, Almighty God will keep exposing them, letting them to make one mistake or the other. My prayer at this moment is that wherever they may have deposited explosive, wherever they may have deposited, expecting for it to.
Remember, hold on, somebody's online. Just a second, let us take it. I'll come back to you. Hello.
All right.
Hello, our caller with number ending 0773.
How are you?
Yeah, good evening. You are welcome to our program. We are here on interactive session. We are getting information a bomb exploded at Onitsha, or rather, the bomb was defused at Onitsha, and we are talking generally. What do you have to tell our people?
Okay. How about the thought now?
Yes, we are on, and we are enlightening our people on what is going on for them to be careful, to go about their normal businesses, not disrupting any election.
Okay. So there's no point of
You say what?
I said there's no point of stopping election.
No, nobody is stopping any election. Nobody is stopping any election. Election is going as programmed, as planned. That is what we are saying. Unfortunately, I've lost him. Omer Martin, please continue from there. When he comes back, I will hook on.
My prayer this night is wherever they may have deposited any explosive, expecting to detonate it at any moment, let the heavenly angels move.
Yeah, there is much noise coming from there. There's much distracting noise coming from that angle. I don't know why. Yeah, much noise is coming from there. I'm trying to turn it down. Much noise coming from there is so distracting. Okay, maybe when it is better, we'll link you once again. So what we are saying is this. Okay, I think it's better. It's better now. You can continue.
Yeah, thank you. So wherever, let the angels move ahead this night. Let the angels be at work this night to stop every of those explosives from exploding wherever they may have deposited them, wherever they may have planted them. And this is part of what the angels have been doing for us, because heaven just allowed these ones to be happening so to confirm what you have been saying. There are so many that they did not allow to happen that people don't know. These people planned a whole lot of evil against Biafra and Biafrans. They planned a whole lot of evil against Biafrans. But I thank God that this is a calling. Freedom is a calling. And whosoever that is not called into it, whosoever that is not chosen, there's no way you can force yourself in. People should expect what happened during the movement of the Israelites from Egypt to Promised Land. What happened to what are those names again? When they grabbed old and swallowed them. Similar thing will definitely happen in our own time. Because what these people have done is even more than what Agar and others did against Moses that led God to decide to kill them. These people have taken more than they have beaten more than a country. And God is watching. And I believe God, because I am angry inside of me for the fact that God created me in his own image after his likeness. I know that he's also angry over these people. And I pray that his anger should be released upon them to forestall any other further actions from them. Why are they trying to endanger our people? Just to prove one useless point. They have been telling people if you participate in this election, they will give you for a referendum date. What happened to other referendum dates they give us? Yet they keep using this referendum thing to deceive our people and to cause confusion in the system. And somebody will tell me that I shouldn't tell them the way I feel about it. Why should I be shying away from telling them the truth? Letting people understand how wicked and demonic these people are. But let tomorrow come. Then, if I have questions, I'll ask them. So for now, my brother, let us their own.
Thank you very much, Ume Maslinus from Lagos. We are waiting tomorrow to come, and tomorrow is on the doorstep. After tomorrow, we shall know what next they can do. Already, and it is very, very clear, Anambra election has become a fait accompli. We are rather waiting for the results. Anambra election is holding tomorrow, and Anambra people are already prepared for it. Apart from the Anambra people, the security apparatus already deployed to make sure law and order are maintained. We are telling any misguided element who does not value his or her freedom, we are telling parents and guardians, if the freedom or life of your children and wards don't mean anything to you, head them out tomorrow. If you feel nobody says what you can hear. Of course, we know that APC government has paid people to create confusion in Biafra land. In the heat of that particular inferno, you shall be consumed. If you want to try it tomorrow, try it. Don't forget that if APC paid you, the Nigerian military or police did not pay you to create any confusion. Bear this in mind. So APC will give you money and go back and be resting in their houses or their offices, while the Nigerian police and the military that are there to maintain law and order don't have an idea of the agreement with APC. If you try any rubbish from this night, you become a memorial forever. Let me be honest with you. If you try anything from this evening till after the election in Anambra tomorrow, you become an obituary announcement. Take it or leave it. Whatever remains of your existence shall be in the past. The foolish ones who died at Afaruku, who remembers them now? They have become a morsel for their worms. Earthworms, they were for nothing. Earthworms, those who died for nothing. Kangba minu n'asụsụ Igbo, onye nzuzu gị iche na ịbụ eze onye agwala m na ndụ ije anaghị atọ gị ụtọ. Zuzuru pụta this night Mowechi, Biamem, Otihebasa election. Come out and make noise. You will discover, hey, Onye Mukwalani, Onye Zuzu. Where others went and perished, you want to go there and constitute nuisance. Go there and try it. Useless people. Tomorrow you blame Operation Python dance. Tomorrow you say we don't have sympathy for you. How can we have sympathy for somebody who committed suicide? Owu no mad na ala Igbo onye ji aka egbu onwe na ọwa arụ na ọwụ ndị mbịambịa na-ebi onye ahụ. Ndị mba ndị mbịambịa na-ebi onye gburu onwe ya. N'ala Igbo mmadụ ji aka egbu onwe ọwa arụ. If you like come out this night and tomorrow to create confusion, when you die, that is tantamount to suicide. When we are talking, one crooked fool, a good for nothing idiot, somebody who can never see the light of the day to make a meaning in life, called Solomon Egbo, is there wherever he is hiding, talking rubbish. He is looking for victims to set up while he is hiding in his cocoon. Come to Onitsha, Nnewi, any part of Anambra to go and make noise. You cerebral idiot, Solomon Egbo, or whoever that's called Walter Williams. These are the fools we have in Biafra land. They are hiding somewhere, probably in Europe, or America, or Asia, and they are instigating their poor people at home to go and demonstrate. These are cerebral idiots, fools, good for nothing people that can never see the light of the day. Fools whose lives are measured in coffee spoons. These are the foolish ones. You are hiding, you want other people's children to die. Woe betide those idiots who will listen to the voice of fools and come and make noise tomorrow or even this night. If you die, we bury you among. You become a useless creature. We dump you and look for vultures and feed them with your corpses and carcasses. How could a whole lot of people be foolish like that? You want to make a statement because Biafra belongs to you. You want to tell us whatever you say is what will happen. Who are you? Try this night and come out and make noise. Or tomorrow. Of course, I'm trying to appreciate all of you. After the whole noise making, they have retired to their various states and communities. It was a hired group. They have finished making the noise and they have now retired. I know it was all a noise making. We know them very, very well. They're always like that. Year in, year out, they just keep on beating the samba. You want to be heard. You want to draw attention. Okay, we have heard you. We clap for you. Now you have retired to your villages, leaving Anambra people to conduct the election. And Anambra will conduct the election. Come rain, come shine. This is what we are telling you. And it's going to be like that. We take a little of Biafra music and we continue from there.
Competition, Mama can again, I follow Munamo, where see no yan, I go pay Thank you very much. Sinna jana la ne, mother no more na go kele gun. Nemu sikeli benji se na 7 na go kele anu. Sinna na 7 ni mo na gbebu mi kolo bia. Sinna mada mama woke wogo nwanye wogo na bana bo wedolo. Ogo nwanye wole kilo le mbaro na bo ma loro. Lufa bodo bu woke bolu nele nu elekele botum komu. Waka me the wind you never moji taka mona gulu gebwe. Muna lema akukate kuna mpiti kwelo. Ibani wakala mona nema nina pomelu peti nolibo. Akuta bosi mpotu bakono boda nile mozo na bebene. Mpotu bakosi na mona nemo gade kuna. Bosi mona nemo kurunya bebu. Ndiye 1947. Ndi banyo bara abokati abuji. But I can't tell mona nemo kurujala anyanguwa. Muna nema akukate kuna mpiti kwelo. Wakani galibi kwado bene kanya nebe na anyego. Opulo keli owawa wepo nyento. Ibo nyebo nebe jino mwani neli na jano. Iban 77 Muna nema akukate kuna mpiti kwelo. Wakani galibi kwado bene kanya nebe nubebu weno. Okulu kwa malana malasi mokulu. Abani nemu kumberi mwata kilesi na tasiye. Ikiri jesi yeni eboti akaya kama ulu. Ebenebe omulu no. 777 Kaka mona namu chikukate mumpiti kwelo. Mona namu we kuche buwa kwado gani mona. Mona namu we na potane ni pele milio. Bulu bamu we bula mara jesi bunye na milio. Ikirisi ya kate mute umwata kiya busa kwanya buwa. Akani mona dansa palala kepe na tasoma bulu bulu. Nyalo banyale na mala. Nyalo banyala mala na vanu nae. Nyalo banyala mala na vanu nae. Namu nalu neno ane webo kube mwiya. Sabunu mamonela kutote mwe. Sabunu mamonela kutote mwe. Ulumati tatale pia ile mulete tatale. Nila munele jimu anyate baba injelum. Nila muno we monamu wate baba injelum. Nama kwa kata kwe pele kene lube mwe. Namu zani basi na kidisi kanje itenemo. Ano bakiti muli pele mbele sinemo batano mo. Namu kuleti ya batano mo ya tatale. Namu lezo tatale na kukudani yo. Ano motata ukilado mabulu.
Yeah, thank you very much and welcome back to the broadcast. That was an interlude of Biafra music, which we always use to entertain you because they say all work and no play makes Jack a dull boy. We don't want to be the Jack. We don't want to be the dull boy. We want to remain agile, always playing our romantic Biafran music, knowing full well that this music of Biafra heritage has got the natural tendency to compose and accelerate our minds whenever we are disturbed or saddened. At the present moment, we are somehow saddened because of the bomb some misguided elements planted in Biafra land, trying to create panic, trying to create impression of calamity in our own Biafra land. The very Biafra land they are telling you they want to defend, the very Biafra land they claim to they are fighting for. This is the very Biafra land they have sworn to destroy. How can somebody destroy Biafra land and yet talking of trying to liberate Biafra from the hands of the enemy? If you destroy Biafra land, where then shall you be when you get to that particular destination? This is why we are telling our people that most of these people who say Father, Father, they don't love the Father. Those who say Lord, Lord, they don't even love the Lord Christ. We would even say it. Those of them that come out and shout Biafra, 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 there is no sincerity in them. They are rather using Biafra to extort money from the helpless people. And this is quite unacceptable. It is because we are trying to expose the antics. It is because when they fail to tell their followers a series of lies, they are not going to maintain their foothold, their hold on them, into contributing for them year in, year out. This is why they have sworn to destabilize Biafra land by hook or crook, because they have been paid by the enemy. Let me say the APC government. We are telling them, nobody tries this rubbish in Biafra land and gets away free. We are taking note. We are taking note of every misdemeanor. There will be a time you shall be called to inquisition and you are going to give account of your stewardship. Stop harassing our people. Stop terrorizing our people. Stop creating confusion in Biafra land. Stop this mess. We tell you, stop this mess. One day, honey, monkey will go market, you no go return. You might plant this bomb without knowing your own brother or sister will go nearer there and he will become a victim. What are you going to say? Haven't you committed a fratricide or homicide? When you plant this bomb and get out, there is in nature what is called the law of attraction of homogeneous species. This is nature's law planted there, that things that look alike gather together. Things that look alike gather together. When you plant this bomb meant for people that will die untimely, you might not know that your own brother or sister has been destined to die untimely through bomb explosion. This particular nature that has programmed this thing for him or her will unconsciously, within the person's subconscious, drag the person like a sheep to the altar of sacrifice, close to the very place where this bomb is planted, and that very moment it will explode, and the person in question will be a victim of their own stupidity. A victim of their own enormous stupidity. Then what are you going to say? Would you start regretting? Would you start blaming the person that gave you the bomb to plant? I continue to tell you, one thing that makes some people inherently and forever stupid is that those who give you these bombs to go and plant can never give such a thing to their children or their near relatives. Never. Because they know the consequences. They take away their children, their relatives to a safe place while they brainwash you into planting these bombs. Immediately you are caught. Remember, when they give you this bomb and say they are waiting for you somewhere, the moment you step out to go and plant the bomb, they will cross the border in case if you are caught. If you don't know it, those who give you the bomb to go and plant can never stay in the same country the very moment you shall be planting the bomb. Because for any mistake, any casualty, and you are apprehended, they know very well that you are going to mention their names. Then what they do to be on the safer side is that as soon as they give you the bomb, they will cross their next border waiting for results. When you succeed, they come back. If you didn't succeed, they will tell you you're on your own. Stop being foolish. Behave like a human being. Stop behaving like animal in the zoo. I am happy that you coined the word and gave it to Nigeria called zoo, but from every available indication, you are behaving like a wild, undomesticated animal in the zoo. Naked the zoo is even better, far more refined, far more better than what you think of. You exist like a crude animal in a domestic setting. Stop fooling yourself. This thing cannot lead you anywhere. Stop this rubbish. Stop this road show. We are advising you as brothers and sisters. Stop the mess and enough is enough. After dancing naked for several months and several years, and nobody has clapped for you or given you money by way of congratulations or patronage, why do you still move up and down naked? Why can't people that own these roadside human beings call them together? I mean, call them together. At least let us see if they will listen. They are making Biafra look so dirty. They make Biafra look so dirty. Look at when they move up, looking haggard and woebegone, forlorn, like people who are depressed. Why can't they go inside somewhere and take some cold water and look refreshed somehow? When they come out to demonstrate, more than looking like Mangala. Looking like Mangala. And they keep on making noise. When you look like Mangala demonstrating on the street of Biafra, holding our beautiful flag, you get the irony of the situation. When the world see you, they begin to look for the person who is carrying such a beautiful flag. And they cannot see. If you want to carry Biafra flag, look like a human being. You stop this noise making every year and all year long. Stop making noise. After a series of promises and have achieved nothing, why do you continue to disturb a piece of the backyard? Let us tell you now, beyond tomorrow, 18th of November, after we would have had the election probably by 19th morning, they will now start making arrangements for Christmas. They are going to tell us there will be no Christmas in Biafra land because there was an election in Anambra State. Mark my words, that will be the next thing they will tell you. No Christmas in Biafra land because an election was conducted in Anambra successfully. Chibanozo. Their problem is Chibanozo. Most of these boys and girls who are moving up and down like sheep with a shepherd, your leaders have deserted you. You're on your own. Mark my words. These are statements they made in the past before they disappeared that they are carrying out. If they catch you, you're on your own. Anambra election must hold. Clear. It must hold. And nobody will stop it. We have guaranteed them Anambra election must hold. Take it or leave it. If you want to contest us, come and try it tomorrow. And see who will regret it. We stand in authority of whatever we tell you. We are in command this time around. We just gave you the leeway to make noise and move up and down because it was a freedom of speech and freedom of movement. But from this night to the end of tomorrow, there's no freedom of movement or speech. If you want to try it, try it. Every time misguided elements continue to disturb the peace of the people. Because you want to register your name. Where? In gold or in silver or marble? We don't regard you. Every time you come out and begin to dramatize. To dramatize. Are you dramatizing for who? Children in the villages? Or who? Are you dramatizing to some of us who are already enlightened, who understand their antics? You cannot convince us by being every day on the road. You don't get our sympathy. Rather, you compound their woes. You go and distribute 500 naira, 1,000 naira to hagglers, road hagglers, and they move up and down. You put uniform on them. They even look at them when they're wearing uniform. It doesn't fit them at all. It appears as if they are forced to put on the uniform. At least when I remember when I was in the school in those days, anytime we put on uniform, we look refreshed, we look evergreen, we look clean, we look very, very attractive. Look at them today. How could somebody be putting on Biafran shirt and looking dusty? And looking dusty. You make nonsense of Biafran t-shirts. Stop making nonsense of Biafran t-shirts. If you must put on the Biafran t-shirt or carry the Biafran flag, you must look clean. You don't look like a dried fish mangala. Begin to carry our flag, just disgracing us. That is the irony of the whole situation. We warn you, not if you advise again. If you want to try, come out this night or tomorrow and try it and sort Anambra election. But I know they are wise enough. The noise making has ended and they have all retired to their various states. I tell you, 90% of those moving from place to place in Anambra are not from Anambra State. The remaining 10% was only showing them the pathways. Now, on the eve, they have left for Abia, Imo, Ebonyi, Enugu, Delta, Edo, from where they came. They have all vacated. How do you think a coward will stay on the battlefield? Are you telling who? We know them. We know their antics. We know their game plans. We know what they're capable of doing. They have all disappeared. The drama has ended. The comic drama has ended. And all of them have left for their various communities and villages and states. Go to Onitsha, go to Nnewi, to Oka, go to Abagana. Every part of Anambra State, there is calm, there is order. It's a kind of piece of the graveyard. Sanity has returned because noisemakers have ceased to be. This is what we are telling our people. You have to come back to your senses and then begin to feel like a human being. The very moment we discover that you have come back to your senses, we give you a place to stay and give you fresh water to drink. And you feel revived. Let me go back to Accra where Uche DG is. Uche, what are your contributions? Yeah, the person that's playing this busy playing our voice should please put stop because it's echoing back here. And once it echoes, our broadcaster intercepts it and begin to repeat the broadcast. As we are talking, one idiot in the garb of a fool named Anselm Igwe to Okeke. He goes by Anselm Igwe to Okeke, says that he is a fool, that he is a fool forever, and that every member of his own family were born fools. This is what the idiot is telling us. Which DG?
Are you wondering? You don't need to worry or bother because I must confess that a monkey cannot give a birth to a chimpanzee. You know, they look alike, but they are different. So, in that regard, those people who was born by a chameleon must look like a chameleon. They will look like their leader who is leading them. People without strategy, people who cause their elders, people who continue to cause commotion and the confusion. People who has no strategies, who have no any strong strategy to advance Biafra. So those people,
yeah, please, our listeners should please tune down the volume of their cells because when you listen to it talking same time, it echoes back here and our server intercepts it and replay it. Please. Yeah, I don't know if we have lost Uche DG.
Thank you for giving the correction to our people. Yeah. So those people, what do you expect to learn from them? Nothing. Once their leader is senseless, they will continue to produce a senseless animals, people who reason like animals, because they have no strategies. This is the same people who stated that, oh, if Dr. Rafu Wazika will no longer be interviewed in anything concerning Biafra, the man continued to focus on the agitation. He continued to hold on his strategies. He continued to be granted interview. He continued to enlighten the nation and all the world that he strongly believed in what he declared. He do not make any declaration, but that flag he hosted is where he stands. So those confusionists who go around telling lies, brainwashing our people, as you said, which we know, they are going to give you Biafra within 3 months. They will give you Biafra in 2015. Oh, there will be a referendum coming next month. Oh, next 2 months, there will be a referendum. People who are not stable, people who cannot be trusted, people who have nothing to offer to our people, only destructions and pains and sorrows.
sending Biafrans back to square one. But I thank God that he continued to stand our able leader, the chief of staff of Wazika, and make it impossible for them to send us to back to square one. Because he had achieved a lot through Mazor BIN. And we are moving forward ever and backward never. We will continue to educate them. I am telling you honestly speaking, in the next 2 years, once they continue this way, they will be reduced to nothing. They are going to be reduced to nothing to the extent that even their partners who are following them is going to see and understand that they are the real Boko Haram in our midst. They are the real confucionists in our midst. They are the real enemy of their own people. Because instead of them thinking on what to do to promote the country or the nation they are agitating for, but don't let the world to know that indeed we are serious and determined to make sure that we make Biafra great. They do not do that because they have nothing to offer. They have no address. They cannot be identified with any strong uniform. This is the only uniform they have is what we introduced to them.
Yeah, please, Uche, did you hold on, please? Let us take caller online. Uche, did you hold on? I'll come back to you. Hello, our caller with number ending 1659. You are welcome to the program.
Yeah.
Mazo, please speak out. Your voice is too low. Speak up so that our people will hear you.
Massob.
BIM.
Massob.
BIM, one family.
Massob, yes. I just want to hear. I have a number today. So
Okay. We are already online, and what you are saying now, Biafrans all over the world are listening to your voice. They hear what you are saying. Yes.
I'm Christopher. I'm Christopher Ezeko I'm under Isaac of Facebook.
Oh, that's very good. Yes. Ndewo, we thank you for talking to us. We really appreciate you. Biafrans all over the world have heard you because you are right now talking on our radio, and we are broadcasting live right now from Germany to every part of the world. So thank you very much, our brother from Ebonyi State, for being with us. Now, there is something we have to say now. Yesterday or 2 days ago, Nigeria's President Muhammad Buhari was in Anambra State to campaign for his party APC. It is always expected that whenever a president of any nation visits a particular area, he has to pay a courtesy visit to the traditional ruler of that particular zone. But unfortunately, when Mr. Muhammad Buhari visited Onitsha, instead of paying homage courtesy visit to the Obi of Onitsha, just like he would do to Ahmad Bello, Sultan of Sokoto over there in the north, he expected the revered Obi of Onitsha to leave his domain, traditionals to come and see him in public place. No, we have gone beyond that. We really applaud the Obi of Onitsha for refusing that Hagras invitation. We commend him for telling him no. He cannot just call out the Obi of Onitsha to come and do what in public glare. Mr. Muhammad Buhari was supposed to visit him in his Obi, but having failed that, he has failed and failed once and for all. That is to tell Biafrans that Buhari means nothing good for Biafrans. He does not mean well for our people, and those people who are campaigning for APC are wasting their time. They want to mortgage the entire Biafran people. So we really commend the Obi of Onitsha for not condescending so low to go outside to welcome Muhammad Buhari. Buhari should have humbled himself to go and visit the Obi of Onitsha. So 1,000 times applause to the Obi of Onitsha, Eze Nnemeka Achebe, Obi of Onitsha. We thank you so much for standing firm. You are a symbol, a metaphor of Igbo dignity. We appreciate you wherever you are. Thank you 1,000 times. Now let me move down to Uchenna Okeke in Makurdi right now. Uchenna Okeke, what do you have to say? We are preparing, we are prepared for Anambra election. It is concluded, and those visitors who were causing confusion in Anambra, they have relocated to their own various states and communities outside the Anambra state. In Anambra now, everywhere is calm. Uchenna Okeke in Benue State, what do you have to say?
Okay, I'm hearing you. Thank you.
Yes, that is the oracle. In fact, you have done so well on this particular issue of Anambra election, and I want to sincerely appreciate you because anybody that has ear must understand the angle you are coming from and where we are going to. And the rain, the rain has just fallen. And that is the end of it. We have given them time to make their noise, to rain all they could, and they have exhausted all they have. And now the real game of an election will take place today, in the early morning of today, and everybody will go and cast their votes. That is what we are expecting now. The noise makers, they have gone to the above. Ones from Accra, they come from Ebonyi, Enugu, all of them, everybody has gone back to their homes. And Anambra people will have the freedom to cast their vote. Not minding the ignorant ones who are still there to make useless themselves before the world. We are not going to be confused or to be deterred by their action. The election must go on. And so, we sincerely appreciate you for enlightening our people and giving us a wherewithal to stand on our right. So, on the aspect of vobi of Onisha, whom you have praised and appreciate his effort, honestly speaking, when I heard that, when I saw it on the net, in fact, I was day before yesterday. I was fired, and I was being wounded in my heart by the actions of our elders at Ebonyi, and they wanted to replicate the same thing at Anambra, but Obi of Onitsha proved that yes, the Igbos will still maintain our stand. We can never be moved by any man, call it president of Nigeria or influential person in the society. And so he stood to prove to the world that we have dignitaries in Igbo land. Sincerely speaking, I want to join your voice to appreciate Obi of Onitsha for that singular act. And I pray that God will continue to give him the courage to stand against any impunity.
Yeah, that is very much true. We commend him indeed for standing firm like an Igbo man. That is the Obi of Onitsha. He could not be intimidated. He could not condescend so low to worship Mammon. He had to maintain his stand, the dignity of a traditionalist too. That was Eze Nnameka Achebe, the Obi of Onitsha.
Oh, again, I'm sorry for the network.
Yeah, we go on, please. Yeah, go on.
I never know that I was cut off. So
Yes.
I was appreciating joining your voice to thank the Obi of Onitsha for that step he took and standing on his ground. And I pray that God will continue to give him much courage and much vision to lead the people of his the subject under his control. Thank you.
Thank you very much for that. This is what we are saying. Everybody, insofar as an Igbo person, you must maintain the dignity of an Igbo man. You don't have to allow anybody to intimidate you because he's a president or a governor. We rather blame those traditional rulers in Ebonyi that said, who gave him chieftaincy title undeserving. We frown at it, and we don't recognize that at all. Whoever did that did it personally. It has not received the blessing of the Igbo race. And that is true. Let us go back to Lagos again and hear from Ume Maslinus. I don't know if Ume Maslinus is there. Oh. Maybe.
Yes, my brother, I'm
Okay.
still alive.
Okay. You had Mr. Muhammad Buhari was Anambra State. Instead of paying courtship call to Obi of Onitsha, he was just inviting him to the state, to a public arena. Of course, Obi of Onitsha turned him down, and that is the dignity of an Igbo man. What do you have to say?
Yes, what do you expect from him? He thought that it's every traditional ruler in the Igbo land that is a political traditional ruler that got his staff from Abuja. Because that is what they think. They think that they have bought every traditional ruler in the Igbo land with Ghana must go full of money. They don't know that there are some of them that we are institutionalized traditionally. And when you talk about traditional throne in Igbo land, Onitsha is one of the towns that maintain that tradition because once they emerge as a traditional ruler in Onitsha, they try to let you understand so many things. They carry you through so many traditional rites, which will prevent you or will make you to abhor anything that will bring down that position. So, and again, Igwe Alfred Akibe is one man that knows he knows himself and what he stands for. So, ever before he emerged as the traditional ruler of our nation, I don't think there's anything he needs as an individual financially that he has not got before emerging as traditional ruler of our nation. He is one man that is always contented with what he has. So he's not one of those that they can buy over. Unlike the ones that claim to that as autonomous traditional rulers, they dethrone them today. Tomorrow, if they go against their wish, they dethrone them. It will be a foundation. The traditional throne of Onitsha is not like that. That of Onitsha is similar to that of Igbo. So I'm not surprised that he maintained his stand. It's only that some of for the fact that they were able to press some of our traditional rulers who didn't even understand whom they were. They did so with everybody. And I thank God. Just like the statement they made concerning the Chief of Staff was with when after trying to buy him over there, he refused everything they offered him. They concluded that this one is not an Igbo man. Forgetting that he is the true Igbo man. Because originally, you don't buy Igbo man with money, you don't buy him with any gift. Because Igbo man hardly said that. But unfortunately, when they try to manipulate our people with every arsenal available to them, they succeeded at turning our people against the conscience. And that is the reason that at long run they believe Igbo man is like that. That will make people tell you that if you want to confirm if Igbo is really dead, go and shoot some coins into here. If he refuses to wake up, then go and bury him. Because that is what they made him mad. That is what they made our people look like. But each time they meet the true people that they were unable to turn his or her conscience, they will tell you this one is not evil. I believe that is what will be going on in Amadou Buhari's mind, that Alfred Akibe is not a true Igbo man. He is a true Igbo man. It's people like that that are true. Just like those of us who have stood our ground to say no to whatever evil deeds or whatever they have been doing to our people. Despite whatever they try to offer us, we say no. This is what we want. They say we are not true Igbo people, but we are the true Igbo men. So, my brother, I must say kudos to Alfred Akibe. I knew him for some time. When the time comes, I will let him. I have to pay him visit and let him know who I am again. So I'm not surprised. Let others learn from him. not those of Ebonyi State that gave him a traditional title which he never deserved, just to see if he can give them some Ghana must grow full of money and all that. Those are the ones that have sold their conscience. I don't call those ones people. They know whom they are. I don't know who they are. It's people like Alfred Achebe and so Igbo traditional rulers. And that is why, in most cases, you don't see them inviting them when they are doing some of the things they do, except when they want to invite him because of his academic prowess. If they want him to come and deliver lecture anyway, but if they want to do all those their useless political gaming and all that, they don't call on most people because they know they cannot find their conscience. So that is a plus for us. I thank God for that.
Indeed, it is a plus for us, to the Igbos, to the Biafrans, that as Nnameka Achebe Obi of Onitsha refused to be humbled by a visitor. Kudos to him once again. From the satellite station, Voice of Biafra International, we are streaming live to you, telling you, giving you update on what is happening in Biafra land and Nigeria generally. And as we have told you, this is the eve to Anambra election, and already everywhere is calm. Let me be sincere. Let us thank IPOB that after making the whole noise, they have retired to their cocoon. That is so good. I think that human beings, they cannot understand the pulse of the people. At least it's good to make noise, honestly, because if you don't make noise, you wouldn't know you are still alive. That is true. So when they made this noise, moved up and down, they made everywhere to be warm. This is cold season. I don't know how it is in Nigeria right now. So when they made the noise, at least the visitors will say, "Oh, this place is very, very lively." I think anytime we need comedy, we shall invite them to come and demonstrate on our roads. It is part of the struggle. If you don't make noise, people will know that you're existing. We know they exist anyway, but that noise making is for the international community. That is how it is today. We are still on, and in less than 10 minutes, we are going to round up this particular program. Uche DG in Accra right now, do you have anything more to contribute to this day's program? Because we are running short of time. 10 more minutes, and we call it a day to reassemble on Sunday, 8 p.m. Biafra Nigeria time, when Alhaji Asari Dokobo will be addressing Biafrans and Nigerians through the Voice of Biafra International. Join us on Sunday and hear what he will say. Which I did over to you.
Yeah, my able moderator. The assurance I am giving to all Biafrans all over the world, more especially in Biafra land, is that election in Anambra State come tomorrow is already sure deal. It's a done deal. No one, none of them, none of those traitors can be able to stop it once God have approved it. They are only bragging and making noise as a comedian and basketman. So I believe that tomorrow or next, the new governor or the victorious governor is going, people of Anambra State is going to enjoy what other state in Biafra land is also enjoying. Yes, what is good to Hare is also good to Paul. If in other state and Imo State we have an elected governor, why Anambra State will not have an elected governor? If those people who continue to plot to bring division in Biafran struggle for a long time during the time of Peter Obi, who asked Mazopians to go after Peter Obi to murder him, and we rejected because we are not known as Boko Haram or a terrorist group. We are not known as any useless individual as such. We cannot be identified with such attitude. So if those people who wanted to make sure that Chief Dr. Afo Wazirike was assassinated, for them to carry their selfish ambition, which is being displayed today all over the world, are not able to succeed, Then ask them why they do not go after their own governor, who is the first person who murdered their own people in their training center called field or central school. I don't know. That they do not go after him. But they wanted Bansopians to go and kill somebody. But the same selfish people, the same senseless people cannot be able to go after those who killed them. Today they are plotting bomb in our home. Those people who threaten to kill our people, who threaten that if anyone comes, they are going to die. They are plotting bombs in field, in even inside their bush, as they boasted. But all I'm trying to tell them is that they are not going to succeed because our people are more even vibrant and more even active than them. We are determined to actualize Biafran the non-violent movement, non-violent, non-exodus. We are going to conquer by the special grace of God. In the Bible, I remember where the Lord asked the people of Israel, where he told Moses, I will not like them to go through war, because if they go through war, there some of them may return back to may decided to stay in Egypt. This applies to Biafran people. We are not going to go through war. The Lord who sent Chief Dr. Rafa made him to introduce non-violent strategies for us to go through, so that our people, even learned and those are afraid before to call Biafra, will come out and proclaim the freedom of their people. We come out to make sure that our wound is being developed without fear. As you are congratulating our Eze or our Igwe for it, we are very to in trust in him. We will continue to make sure that other people learn from him. We will consider that his character in nature, which can signify, which can let the world know whom we are, it was being learned by our elders, not those who will go down there to crown people. One of River Niger, because I do not know whether he what because what Okweme one means is somebody who talk can do. I do not know whether is the people who say that if they do try him, they will not be available and they are being murdered. So maybe that is what they crown him. They are mocking our people. It was meant to mock our people. And I thank Igwe of Furniture for not bending down to such humility, to being humiliated. I am very grateful for him to stand on his feet, not begging for food, but he is contented with what he has. We can be able to contribute to make sure that our land is being developed, our land is being fertilized with our talented youth, with our contribution. Thank you, my able brother, and God bless.
Thank you very much, Uche Digi, for that very wise talk. It's true. These are our people that are causing confusion. They are like champions who are wrestling with pregnant women. If you're a champion and they're wrestling with a pregnant woman, how can we crown you a champion if you succeed in pushing the pregnant woman down? If you come to Biafra land to plant bombs to kill our people, You are like that particular world champion fighting a pregnant woman. If you push her down, we cannot give you the belt to crown you a champion. Rather, you are ridiculing yourself. Let us move on to Japan, where our brother H.S. Udeze is just joining us. Although we are rounding up the program while he's joining, we don't have to blame him because it has been so early in the morning and he was supposed to have his sound sleep. Before we call it a day, let us give our brother H.S. Udeze right away in Japan a chance to address us. H.S. Udeze, we heard that a bomb was defused at Onitsha North by the Nigerian police. Who planted the bomb? We suspect, but we cannot mention. And equal to that, we are now hearing that Anambra is relatively calm because those immigrants who came from here and there to demonstrate against the election have all left for their various states, and peace has returned to Anambra preparatory for this election. Echezona Udeze, address us before we call it a day.
Thank you so much, my brother. Anyway, it's a laughable issue because I know that devil never sleep. Devil always work to fulfill his work. But one thing I believe and strongly believe that God always promise to protect and guide us and to expose the plans of our enemies. And this time around, our enemy are not outside enemy; they are inside enemy who is ready to propagate whatever they want in the name of Biafra struggle. They are ready to kill even their fellow brother, their mother, their father. Though they call themselves Igbos also, but their mission is to kill, steal, and destroy. But the Son of Man has come that we may have life and have it abundantly. Their bomb, we bomb them back. It will never affect any Biafra. They are trying to make sure that they destroy Anambra State and that they get Anambra, they win Anambra State to their Islamic masters. But the truth remains that Anambra is not Anambra. Whatever they do, if they like, let them plant Ogbunigwe everywhere. It will never blow that day. Rather, it will blow on 19th or 20th after the election has been done and concluded. This is our own people that is doing that. No other people to suspect. I'm not suspecting anybody. But that has made it clear. Some of them are saying boycotting of election. Some of them are saying no election. Some of them are saying when you come out to vote, you will die. So no need of arguing it. Igbo people say that mbesiri na ọsọsọ ya zọbụ nwaanyị dị ime. Ọdụ mgbe ọsọ suru nwaanyị dị ime nwụọ, a na-ekwuzi na mbe zọbụ ya. Mbe na-adị kere okwu ebido zọbụ nwaanyị dị ime obere okwu a na-agwa ya n'ife okwu. So the truth remains that they are doing everything possible. But one thing is that the battle is not for us, but it's of God. God will be to protect us and deal with those inner enemy. Because I used to say it. Outside enemy is a small enemy. It's a they are very easy to deal with. But inside enemy are very difficult enemy. It is very difficult to deal with them because they will pretend to be friends. They will pretend to be part of the family. They will pretend to love you, but they are eating you and drying you up. We clearly get it clear and we clearly understand that our people who call themselves IPOB under Nnamdi Kanu, they are ready to do anything possible to pull down Biafra land. But there's nothing to hide about it anymore. Even blind person now has understand what is going on. Even deaf and dumb people are hearing what is going on. But in my conclusion, there must be election in Anambra State. If they like, let them plant bomb everywhere, in every house in people land. If they like, let them put acid everywhere to poor people. But there must be election, successful election in Anambra State. They will never succeed. They will never succeed. All their game plan. Yesterday, I saw one of them saying that Niger militant has brought down their weapons to Anambra State against the election. The next I hear is that they have sent about 54 bombs So they know what they're doing, but all their plans will fail them because the God we serve is a great God. It's a mighty God. It's a wonderful God that always plans to protect his people. Us here, they cannot succeed. Then, let me conclude it here.
Thank you.
They must understand.
Go on. Okay, go on, please.
They must understand that one day, they will bow down in shame to say they are sorry for evil they have done against their own brother. Thank you, Mr.
Thank you so much, our able brother H's and our days right away in Japan. Before I make my own concluding remarks, let me allow Ume Maslinus to make statement and then to Uchenna Okeke. Please, a minute each person and we call it a day. Ume Maslinus.
Yeah, thank you, my brother. Oracle. I think what do I have to tell my people tonight, except the issue of honorable election has been concluded. All roads lead to Owerri on the 26th. I'm using this video to invite all Biafrans, friends of Biafra, to Owerri on the 26th. Come there and see for yourself and know if actually there are people talking about Biafra. When you come to work, where you who are the two freedom fighters talking about Biafra. After 26, then you will call the result by yourself. You don't need to be told these people like that people. Come and observe things for yourself. Thank you, my good people, for joining us. God bless you and keep you. Our next broadcast on Sunday. Good night.
Thank you very much. Uchen Okeke, your last statement for now.
Okay, thank you very much, the Oracle. And I still want to thank Obi of Onitsha for healing the wound I sustained through the son of Ojukwu. And the wounds caused me by Ohaneze Ndibo at Ebonyi. And so I thank him so much for ending that wound. And again, I want to thank all our listeners all over the world. May God bless you and bless the people of Anambra State as they go to do the election tomorrow. Thank you very much and good night.
And we thank all our brothers and sisters who have been part of this particular program, but we could not hear their voices due to one reason or the other. From here, we appreciate the contributions, or rather, the watchful eyes of Chukwemeka Joseph Apazie, who has been with us since the program. We equally appreciate the presence of our sister Tina Chikwe, who has been with us since the program. We appreciate equally Agomaka Kensley, who has been contributing through writing, and a host of many others. Monde Igwe, Ima Okezuruben, who is watching, and a lot more. Amaka Christiana, who is watching, and Ken Blackgold, and so on and so forth. Chibuzo Iwuze, Chibuzo. All these people and more have been watching our program, and in appreciation of what we are doing, we thank all of you for being part of us this evening, for the time you have sacrificed to listen to our program. Indeed, you are a Biafran, you are a patriot. And we assure you that when Biafra becomes a nation and we are to celebrate our day, your names all shall be written in gold. We appreciate all their contributions. And may God bless you. And may God bless all of you for us. Thank you very much for being with us. We ask you to, on Sunday, 8 p.m. Biafra, Nigeria time, rejoin us and listen to the great son of Biafra land, Alhaji Asare Dokobo, what he has to say about Biafra and farewell to Nigeria. Until then, we say good night and may God bless you. I'm sorry, we must also appreciate our sister Stella Onyirimba, who has been equally part of our day's broadcast, watching from her own setting. We thank you, our sister Stella Onyirimba, for being with us.